Damn, bro. Alright guys, welcome back. We're driving to our friends Dissent Off-Road. Dissent Off-Road, our bumper guys in Colfax, California, to pick up a special project. This is a special project for another good friend of ours. This is Wes, Black Hills build. He's got an incredible 80 series, one of the best 80 series, one of the most beautiful builds out there. And we're going to be tinkering, doing some work on his front axle. So just some tiny amount of fabrication, some service work, but we're going to try to dial that thing in while it's here visiting Northern California. So let's check it out. We're at Dissent. We made it. These guys work very quiet. Everything's quiet. It's like a lab. Shh.
Talking too loud.
There he is. There he is. Right there.
A wild Ben.
A wild Ben. Damn, man. You guys are busy.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, dude?
My butt crack not showing or anything?
I don't know. Let's see. That's the one with the with Brandon. You guys kind of.
Same one. So just finalizing everything.
It looks good. Honestly, this is what people want. It's like a trend now. Like everything is nice, high and tight.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are busy. You guys got a lot of going on. We demand some sneak peeks of the bumper.
Just got it scanned. So.
Oh,
I mean,
no sneak peeks.
We know what we're doing.
Yo, what?
You try it?
Is that yours?
Alex, you want to try it?
Yeah, I do actually.
Damn, man, this is the one. This is the It's pretty famous, right?
This one.
So what's going on with the rear frame here?
We made him these so he could replace the Labs bumper with our current model.
Oh, when you had, yeah, that's right. He had Labs, then he had your bumper, and then.
So now he's wanting to chop the body, the frame as much as possible and just tuck it.
Yeah, when we say we right here, we're Montero people, you know. This is a common mod, right? Right, Rocker? We did that on ours.
Except Montero hangs like down to here.
Yeah, it's like
It's
like this
literally
thing.
like when you're chopping it, you're taking a good foot off of it.
If you can make two, if you don't mind, two, we'll take the second one.
Well, I'm probably going to do my 80 and do a crawler too, so.
So 3.
Sounds like there's three.
So I'm going to probably get that into you
Okay.
at some point, so I'll do some swapping.
Some swapping, yeah, some part swapping.
Yo, who's Corvette back there?
You ready?
I'm ready, I'm ready. Ready to get this thing to the compound.
I just want to make sure it's as close to 0 as possible, and it won't move again, which is why I want to gusset everything.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Well, we got the truck. I'm heading down the hill now. We'll put it on the rack, get it aligned, and hopefully dig into it this week and see where we at. All right.
Sounds great, man. I just tracked that stuff. It should all be arriving today.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good. This is my cell phone, so if you need to get a hold of me, you can just shoot me a text or call me here. It's faster. All right.
awesome. Sounds great, man. Same. This is my cell. So if you need anything, whatever, just reach out to me. I always got it on me. So.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. I'll talk to you later.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, there it is. The man himself.
New project.
Do a little video on this guy before I leave. right, so we got the truck here at the shop. It's at the compound at Stellar Build in Sacramento. We got the Black Hills Build 80 series. This is the legendary 80 series. It's been floating all over the internet, breaking necks on the trail. So this is a freshly 3-linked 80 with 4-wheel underground kit. So I believe Wes, the owner of this truck, just did a Moab trip, and the truck did great, but it's here for some more fine tuning. So first and foremost, we're gonna reinforce the axle. So everything is done really nice. The fabrication that's been done to this truck is really nice, but there's a couple things that are missing and that we'd like to see on the build like this. So we're gonna add them to it. So first and foremost, we're gonna add a truss going right on top of the axle. We'll see how much room we have, but we should be okay. We are gonna add some knuckle gussets. As you can tell, these are 37s. A lot of stress on the axle, a lot of tension going on there. So we're gonna reinforce those guys. Let me show you some of the parts we'll be using. So this is a pretty inexpensive kit. This is from, I believe, Low Range Off-Road. This is Low Range, yeah. This is a truss, 8-inch Toyota truss. So this can work for like a mini truck axle, work for a Land Cruiser axle. I've used a bunch of these. These work really well. They don't weigh too much, but just enough reinforcement to kind of keep things in place. Let's see here. We got some knuckle gussets. I'm not sure exactly who makes these, but these just go at the bottom. They weld on, so just a pretty straight job, pretty straightforward job. So it just welds right on. And we have a skid that's gonna go in the back rear axle. This is from, I believe, from Ballistic Fabrication. So this is where the oil drain is, and we're just gonna slap that sucker on the bottom and protect the rear axle from getting beat up. So let's roll in. Okay, so we got the truck racked up. It's all set up. We got the axle situated. So kind of go over some of the stuff that we'll be doing. So right here, this is exactly where the truss is going to run. Right behind the hydro assist pump. So it's going to go from the top, run over to the side. Knuckle gussets. This is the usually the culprit where it bends. It's just a sleeve that goes inside the housing. So we'll be welding on a gusset from here, just enough for it to clear on the steering, and it's going to go down below. So before we do all that, we're gonna remove the axle, get everything prepped and cleaned up. All right, fellas, so we got the axle all disassembled to get it prepped for welding. So the reason why we do that is because, especially with the knuckles on the side, they're just so big that they're completely in the way. So we got everything out, got all the seals out, got everything cleaned up. So everything's prepped to weld knuckle gussets on top and as well as the bottom. So to give you an example, this is the gusset that goes in the bottom of the axle, and this is where it's gonna go. So now, like I said, this is made by one company. We decided to kind of take it to next level, add another set of gussets on top. So these guys will be coming from Rough Stuff. They do make a complete set for top and bottom, but since we already have these we're going to be using them. So, and this is exactly what it does. So the reinforcement goes from the axle tube to these balls. So this channel here gets reinforced, and this is usually where the problem is. As you wheel your truck hard, this just bends because this part sleeves into this housing, and sometimes it just gives out, and essentially you have to scrap the axle or cut it apart or basically do a lot of work to get this thing fixed. So as far as the truss, we kind of got a head start on this thing by getting this thing mocked up and welded into place. So now they do come in more like as a builder set, so it's not a completely 100% fitment, but it's close enough. So what this one required was some trimming, a lot of trim work to get this thing to hug the axle here. Since this is a 3-link setup, so some of the factory bracketry was relocated, so the truss does protrude maybe another inch or so, so we had to chop this down, cap it away, and just kind of end it here just so we can get to some of the hardware that's for these brake lines. So otherwise, this is pretty straightforward. Now, as far as installation, you got to keep in mind that being mounted on top of the axle housing, you have to weld this on in stages, meaning you have to you have to do stitch welding in order to kind of not to overheat the axle. Because if you do just a nice solid pass, continuous pass, you may run into chances of bending the axle, just warping the axle from heat. So what we did here, we just did pass here, pass on this side, and just kind of work our way around. We'll take little breaks throughout all the welding. So, but we'll do finish up weld in the back and get this thing wrapped up. Yee! Smoking.
You gonna grade him? How's Boss Fab?
Not bad, man. I don't know when the last time he's welded anything was, but it'll do.
Boss Fab can still throw down?
Yeah.
Shit, hell yeah, dude.
All right, so finishing up assembly on this front axle. We got everything welded in, everything painted. Got the hubs on, got all the Hellfire knuckles on, everything is assembled, put together. Like we mentioned earlier, we love these things. Those are huge, just a massive upgrade for factory. But just to give you an idea, as far as clearance when it comes to these gussets, so you can see when you weld this guy in, it clears just enough so the knuckle turns and doesn't get in the way. So you kind of see it from here as well. It's right below the seal. So anyway, so it's a good upgrade. Reinforces everything here as well as the bottom, so highly recommended. So we're wrapping everything up, putting everything together. Okay, we got everything back on. All the steering linkage, drag link, everything is on. This is our reinforced pitman arm, double shear gusset. So this would prevent this thing from cracking and breaking and all that. So that's all situated. So let's get the wheels on and flex this truck out. All right, let's roll. All right, Sam, let's get on the Flex Master 3000, man. Let's do the thing. So we'll give this a little flex test, little flex zone. All right, keep going. Yep. Nice, comfy stuff. Yeah, buddy. Thing's pretty sexy. A little bit more. Damn, bro. All right, that's it. Jeez. That is flex zone right here. Just the front, look at the rear. All right. You can go down. Actually, hang on, let me take a couple of snaps.
back at Dissent. Okay, Ben, fill us in. So when we were picking this thing up, we were talking a little bit about the plans for this bumper, and what you were kind of still brainstorming in your head. You weren't exactly sure how you're gonna go about it. And now we're looking at it. I love it. I really do.
Yeah, it came out nice. So yeah, Wes, he had our original bumper, Black Hills builds, and
That's like that one right there, right?
that one there,
Maybe let's
yeah.
go take a look at that real quick first.
so about as high clearance as it can be with the swing outs. But you can see how much more this one comes down below from that one, but also the stick out. So,
Yeah, it's a lot more traditional
Yeah,
overland
that's all-
safari style.
Yeah, to fit the swing outs, we got to stick it out a certain distance, so you got clearance on the tailgate. So Wes reached out and said he's looking to do more rock crawling, less overland stuff. So
So this is one you've been offering for quite a while now?
yeah, that's our standard offering
Okay.
and still offered. This
Right.
one may be offered. We'll see. We've had quite a bit of interest in it. It's fair. It looks simple, but it's fairly complex.
It looks clean and simple from the outside, but when we were taking a look, you were showing underneath.
Yeah.
It's a little more involved.
Yeah, so we chopped a lot off the frame. We put a nice taper to it. We welded in new frame brackets. So while there is welding required, the bumper itself actually bolts onto the new frame brackets at the end. And then we have a cross member. He's not really going to tow with it, but he did want the ability to throw a hitch carrier, put a tire on here if he is going to do longer distance travel.
Right.
And being this is so thin, there's not a lot of torsional rigidity there. So we got a new cross member that actually bolts in. The bumper's supported too. While towing wasn't really aspect of the design, I think it's actually going to be pretty solid for towing.
Yeah, I think so. And especially even if it's something light,
Yep.
little small trailer or occasional
Right,
jet
right.
ski or something, whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we do have the 2-inch receiver. We did not chop much off the body. We
Yeah, that's one thing I'm curious. How much did you chop? Because that was one of the things where you and Dimitri were kind of looking at, and
yeah, we thought we were gonna have to take more out of it, but we really just took a little corner off,
kind of that
underneath there, yeah.
over there where that pinch weld is on the
pinch
bottom.
weld. We did cut a little bit more than the pinch weld just to give proper clearance underneath there, so it's not rubbing the bumper.
Trying to peek, but I don't even see any cuts. So
Yeah,
I
you can't
mean,
really see. It's right, just barely right under that corner.
That's nice. You did a good
right
job
in there.
to preserve the body, but still make a thin.
Yeah, and there was really, when it came down to it, there was no reason to chop the body and get that corner up higher. We got a nice clean departure from the tires here.
Yeah.
Not really a need to get much more clearance
Right.
in this area.
Preserve the truck and
Yeah,
still.
I think we gained about roughly 15 to 20 degrees departure on our current bumper.
And these are nice and small
Yeah,
and just really clean. Super.
Yeah,
almost-
we went small. We kind of recessed those so we don't minimal stick out. So that was one thing. You wanted it tucked in
I'm
tight,
assuming this is a piece that goes through.
directly through. Yeah, so it bolts directly through to that bolt-in cross member.
Nice. What else? Oh, another thing you guys were talking about was, obviously sticking out how much,
Yep.
and it looks like it's just
there. So yeah, if you back straight into something, it'll offer some protection.
Nice.
But yeah, you got to be a little more careful there. So that's about what he wanted, just sticking out beyond the farthest point of the tailgate. That
Very
way,
cool.
if you back into a tree, it still protects you.
very nice. So what do you think? I know you're still on the fence if you're going to be offering these to the public, but
Yeah,
I mean,
we've got a lot of, I think we've got 30, 40 people on the list interested so far. Like I said, it's
now
fairly-
interested is not necessarily committed, right? That's just
correct. Yeah, that
so.
doesn't mean too much to
All
us
right,
these
people, you
days.
better bump that interest to commitment.
Right,
So
right.
if you guys want this to happen, I think it should happen. It looks great. This is probably the nicest 80 series bumper out there, in my opinion. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it came out good. I'll be chopping mine up and throwing one on there
nice,
as well.
nice.
But yeah, price-wise, it's not going to be cheap. We're looking probably around $2,500 with no swing outs. So that'll be the real factor if people are interested or not. Sometimes people see a skinny, low-profile bumper, they think cheap.
Their eyes want it, but their wallets are just
Yep.
not quite there, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, so far people have been pretty receptive of it. I know when Wes posted on it, it's gotten a lot of hits. And
Very cool.
Our inbox
Well-
has been full.
Well, this truck went from very nice to very nice plus. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
he's
great.
looking to do the harder stuff, and he's trailering it out to the trails now. So he found the limits of the previous bumper and knew what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, he also found the right person to give him what he wanted. So.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
I know.
Well,
I know we got 2 guys at your shop that want one now too.
Yeah.
Rob and
Yeah. Everyone's on that. Everyone's on that Dissent slim bumper
Yep.
train. Let's do it.
But we're getting ready to tow it out to Overland Expo Mountain West, and I think Wes is going to have the vehicle in Toyota's booth.
Nice. And I'm sure he's super happy with it.
Yeah, he seems pretty stoked. He hasn't seen it in person yet, so he'll see it
Okay.
next week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if anyone is interested, you can check out, we don't have this on our website. You can check out our website for other offerings or our current offering. This one will actually need an email sent to sales at Dissent Off-Road. Request to be put on the Land Cruiser 80 ultra high clearance rear bumper email list. We'll keep you guys updated. The Tweaker Tundra, or T100.
That's what the T stands for.
Yeah, no, he got you in the video.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
The T on the T100 stands for tweaker, he said.
Oh, well, I mean, on this one, yeah.
Awesome. All right, man. That's it, boys. There it is. Dissent. Ultra high clearance.
Ultra high clearance rear bumper. Email sales at DissentOffroad.com.
You got it.
Yep.